Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. And the Falcons will put total effort to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Beavers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, alignment. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Air Force's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Busha. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Card. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback is trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Got it past the marker. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Oregon State 10, Air Force 0.
Looking for blockers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wide open, that's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these those RPOs, man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense reactive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Pocket starts to collapse. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers! And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Busha. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Carr. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly on the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
He's right on target. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Busha. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. No good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys, here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The option look. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Now on the option.
The ball carried by the fullback.
comes the offense on second down. On the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on third down. What a weapon.
Wide out in motion. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This offense has a second down play. Running back goes in motion. On the option. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play. Brings up.
Now on second down. On the option. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. And give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff teams, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Fullback's got it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Strong safeties are guys you can spin down there. A lot of times spend a lot of time in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently. And he comes up, tell you what, then talk about big on big. The big fullback versus a big strong safety, that's a big collision.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the triple option requires so much discipline. You got to be so sound understanding all the things they can hit you with. And listen, the quarterback makes it go. You got to focus on the QB. They do a great job here stringing along, making the tackle. Great job by the defense.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Busha. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. 1st down here for the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 2nd down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that running the football on first down.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The sure hands, it's Card. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the Sharks taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Beavers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sharks offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy, probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
So the Oregon State Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to.
Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense.
And they'll take over.
That's a 27.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight.
Picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beavers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the sack, all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Get it out on the screen. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Sharks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Holding. Receiver team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Catch in the middle, it's Terry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. He's at the 37.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They're trying to get to it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him. Or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Beavers have pushed it inside the 20. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Caught in the backfield. It's Carr. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loss of 3.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The aerial assault continues. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the...
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give from the gun. Thrust that arm out. Swats away another guy. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. But going to let it fly. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Sharks will call on their punt team.
Number 99 on to kick it away.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Looking for a man, it's McCoy. Back open in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Carr. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking. give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's McCoy. Gets it to the back. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low-line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Sharks are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll throw it on first down. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sharks.
Touchdown.
Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Wait, Ryan, getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Sharks. 7.
Coming out with it, it's Card. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down.
He's looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beaver! And that extra point is a big one as they now have a three-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24 Sharks.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Then the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion from the offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Trying to get to it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Offense set on first down. on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quarterback adapting. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Aztecs offense will get the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time,
a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Duffy. Finds his tight end. Pick up for 5, it'll be third down and 5. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's off. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Aztecs are marching down the field. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aztecs are in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Cooper. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
in the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be day, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's McCoy. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Welch. And the returner will be knocked down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Aztecs will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw, using the quick game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there.
Yeah, how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Scanning the field, it's Duffy, feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got a man. It's Card. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
Touchdown, Oregon State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Duffy. Makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads it left. It's caught. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Unloads it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego.
The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. On the move, it's Hankerson. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient.
And they got him for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quick release by the QB. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the off.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice...
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Aztecs in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Aztecs are flying down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
San Diego State, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We have reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They've done done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Beavers pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense follows him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Duffy. Gets it out fast. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking down the middle. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pressure coming. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Beavers are on the move. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
San Diego State.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Oregon State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. So, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Duffy. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. He's got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hankerson. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Oregon State.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
This crowd went from going bananas, cheering their team on, to you could hear a pin drop. Unbelievable execution in a hostile environment to take the lead and win this football game.
When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game. And I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better, but the offense ain't feeling that way. They're feeling really good about putting that drive together when it mattered most and getting the ball in the end zone.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.